Hi everyone, welcome back to FSX. Here we are, and we are flying an Airbus A320. Look at this, isn't she a beaut? As you can see, she's donned with the livery of Fly UK, which is the virtual airline I'm currently flying for. So, I've got a couple of chartered flights to do, so I thought, let's get on and do those and record some so you can see what it's all like. So, let's just hop into the cockpit. There we go. Stick track IR back on. Brilliant. So welcome to the bridge of the Airbus. I haven't set up EZdok for this because we have the onboard sort of views, which just as easy, and I can't be bothered to faff around. So we're cold and dark. So let's bring some of the main services online. Let's flip over to this little button here. Now, with this one, we can cheat a little bit and just go put it into turnaround state, which is quite nice. And the one thing I do love about the Airbus series is that you can put checklists on and put the co-pilot on. So the co-pilot will start doing some of the work for you, which is grand. Okay, so if you look at the FMS, the first thing we need to do is initialize it, and we need to put in the details we have. So we are flying from EGCC, which is Manchester, and we're going to LEAL, which is Alicante. Stick that up there. Brilliant. So what I could do, there you go, I'll just freeze track IR so you don't get the movement of me actually moving my head around. So LE, is that V? Yeah, VC, which is our alternate airport should we have issues. Our flight number is blah 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 FL500. Cost, we're going to run at 60, and our cruise altitude is going to be 35,000. Brilliant. Okay, flight plan. So we're at Manchester, EGCC, and if we bring up our nav pool, this is not the best one, you can get far better, but I'm just using the basic, the one from Microsoft for this. This is our route. So from EGCC we're going to go to MCT. We'll shove that in there. So it's 11355, which is the top one. Then LYE. Yeah, I'm not the quickest typer. And again, that's 1098, which is the top one. Then on to REN. And again, it's going to be the top one. Let's just scroll down a bit. From REN we go to CAA. I don't know what the actual names are. I'm just getting the and this one's actually the middle one. That one. Then HIG, and that's 1312, which is the bottom one. Then LAP, or LPA, sorry. And then to BAN. BAN is 112, that's the top one. Then on to CJN. Top one. Scroll down a bit and onto tab. And that's going to be 108. That one. And ALT. And then the airport. So we'll just get rid of that discontinuity. There we go. Brilliant. That's the flight plan booked in. Awesome. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Done. Done and done. Track IR, on you come. Right. So, let's just get the startup checklist going, so I can press the 1 key, and that'll tell the co-pilot to
let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist.
Get everything sorted for me.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Check.
So the
normal.
good thing with the Airbus series is, say, you've got the first officer and you've got the well, you've got the 2 guys, which will run through and do all the switches for you.
Is on.
So this is a great way to learn the aircraft.
Check.
Otherwise, you could struggle
Is
to
on.
actually get up and away
Check.
so quickly. But with those guys doing it, there are still some manual things you need to do. There will be some. You still got to manually switch the engines on.
Set on.
You still have to do the
Check.
the rudder and the stick controls configuration in the actual startup, and you still have to do all the bits and pieces. Right, it's just telling me that we just need to close the doors, so let's get the doors closed. Oh. There we go. Starts to close the doors. Now I've stuck a second screen on, so you don't see the air traffic control
Closed and locked.
window, but I can still get them going. So I'm just going to request clearance.
Set on.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin sides.
Set
Right,
on.
so just getting climb and maintain 5,000 on departure. So I'll
Set
acknowledge
on.
that.
Barrel reference.
That's already set to 5,000. That's grand.
Set. 1019.
1019. Check. Beacon lights.
Set on.
Checklist complete.
Right. So there you go. Select procedure. 1 with pushback, 2 without pushback. Should we see if we can get? Oh, GSX doesn't want to. I haven't set up GSX, so we'll go with pushback here. That's fine. So what I need to now go is head back to this one. And we can set where we're going to go. So let's ask for our taxi VRF. So we could probably just have a look outside and take a guess which way we're going to go. I'm guessing it's not that way. So we'll go back 50 feet and we'll go back. We'll go back left. I don't know, I haven't used this one. And left by 40 degrees.
Flight deck to ground.
We might end up in the building at this rate, but
ATC clearance for
we'll
push
find
and
out.
start received. So please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger. Ground equipment and jetway clear. Doors closed and steering pin in position. Awaiting your instructions.
Start pushback.
Roger. Please release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brake released.
Okay. Starting pushback. Clear to start both engines.
Is okay.
Open, get some air in it. Summer after all. Ooh. Okay, we are allowed to start engine 2. So I'll zoom to a more of a close up. So we'll go. It's not the best camera angle. Engine 2 starts.
Starting engine 2.
Right, you can hear the air traffic control on the ground controller
Engine
just
2
chatting
is
all the
stabilized.
time. Start engine 1.
Number 1.
Oh, do you know what? I've asked for pushback in the wrong direction. Oh, I knew I would. Although it's not obvious how to get out of this damn place.
Engine 1 is stabilized.
Pushback complete. Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Okay, toolbar disconnected.
Right.
No steering pin removed and all clear signals at the right. Have a good flight.
I'm requesting IFR taxi.
Let's proceed with the after start checklist.
You do that, bud. Here we go. Taxi and hold short of runway
Set.
6L, 6 left via taxi K,
Set off.
KCBA. Okay, I'm
Set
to
off.
put the progress on there.
Set.
Udo trim.
Check 0.
Pitch trim.
Set.
Flight controls.
So now I've got to do the flight controls, but I just want to accept the... Oh, I can't get... It's too much chatter. You can hear the beep beep beep, that's me trying to acknowledge the taxi clearance, but somebody else is talking and I can't... Ah, for the love of God, would you shut up, people? Let me... Oh, and still they go on. Look, I'll bring this down on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to... Oh, would you pick this problem with a busy airport? It's going to hammer it. Oh, for the love of God. Right, let's just go full left stick,
Full left.
full right,
Full right.
neutral,
Neutral.
full back,
Full up.
full up.
Full down. Neutral. Rudder.
Rudder,
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
okay.
Flaps 1
This is ridiculous. This is
Are
ridiculous.
Beacon status.
checked.
Beacon door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Checklist complete.
Right, I'm just going to go. Sodja. Oh. It's got to be this way. There we go. I'm going to put this up on the other screen and maybe we'll get... Maybe they'll shut up enough so we can actually acknowledge them.
Taxiing checklist.
Still haven't got it. God.
No flights.
Set on.
Trust levers.
As required.
Then, do you know what? They're going to come to me in a second. Right, check the pedals.
Press pedal. Check
They're going to come to
0.
me in a second and complain. Why am I not acknowledging their permission
Max.
to taxi? Well, so you haven't shut up yet.
Set.
God.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check.
Right, we're rolling. So let's put
Set.
our
Checklist complete.
clock on. Right, start checklist. Oh, they shut up. Nope. Damn it. There was my opportunity. I missed it. Yes, got it! Woohoo! So yes, anyway, sorry, this is Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, which is Manchester, England. I have flown in and out of this airport so many times, it's redonkulous. We've got some TUI Thompson Airlines trying to get ahead of us. I've already got one in front of us. Now we got. Don't shoot. You wait there, bud. You wait there. I'm coming through. Go on, hold him, hold him, hold him. No, he's gone. See, we're off to Alicante. They're probably off to somewhere just as sunny on package holidays. But yeah, this is Manchester. It's this is not that accurate for Manchester because it's not actually raining. Every time we go to Manchester, no matter what month, year, it's always raining. Always, always, always raining. So I'm just jiffling in my seat, trying to get comfy. So I think we've got 3 aircraft in front of us. I can probably turn the progressive taxi off. And a bit of external view. So yeah, Fly UK are my virtual airline I fly for. I've been flying a couple of weeks now. Really enjoying it. As you can see, they've got various ranks in the airline which you do. I'm currently a Class D first officer, which allows me to fly the Airbus A320. Oh, I'm a little bit off centre. But it's good. You start with the E-Class license, and you can fly the de Havilland. Is it DHC-6, the little Twin Otter, and also one of the Beechcraft, the 1900, and the Dash 8, which is pretty cool. So they're your starter aircraft until I think you clock up 10 hours, and then you get and through that you go for your Class E first officer. You then, after 5 hours, get your captaincy of Class E, and then at 10 hours you get your first officer of Class D, which allows you to fly the Airbus A320. Oh, the Boeing 737 is also an aircraft you can fly on as a beginner. So that's quite nice. So you can fly an airliner at the beginning. The 737 with the other side of the business. So the good thing about this airline is Fly UK is obviously like its main is the parent of the company, should we say? And then you have Fly 2, which is the whoa, hello. Then you have Fly 2, which is the like the budget line of the airline, which is quite good. You also have Highland Connection, which is flying like a smaller partner, doing the little island hops around Scotland and stuff, which is pretty cool. Smaller charter flights. And then we've got Flight Club, where you can just fly smaller aircraft as well. And there's also a partner in America where you can fly for the American airline as well. So it's really good fun. And the aircraft you get with it, if you join, you do get a discount with some of the air stores to buy add-ons and stuff. But the good thing is, each of them has a free aircraft available. So yeah, they're not as good as this one, for example. There is a free Airbus which you can download in the mods. Obviously, I think they probably just uses a little bit of the standard vanilla aircraft. But where there isn't a standard vanilla aircraft, they will give you a link to the best mod of that aircraft, so you can at least fly like the Dash 8 if you don't have, the top Majestic software or whatever, which is good. They're not, they're not good as good as the payware products, but they are serviceable to get your flight hours on. And for those who have got the purchased payware aircraft, they have also got the skins you can download and install, which is quite nice. On top of that, there's also free scenery and texture mesh and stuff for those of the airports they fly out of. I might talk about a bit more about that later, but right, let's speak to the tower. Request takeoff. So takeoff is the next one. Hold short. There's a 757 on the runway. I can see it. Oh, I better acknowledge that. So we are taking off. I'll just keep the camera on that way because you probably want to see him take off. There he goes into the sky. So we are 6:15 is our charter flight. Actually, it's supposed to be 6 o'clock. We're running a little bit late, but there's a lot of traffic here in Manchester, isn't there? Just waiting for permission to move onto the runway. Somebody coming in, maybe. Well, I don't know if it's bugged out. I'm just going to make my way onto the runway and see if they freak out, because I've been sitting here for a couple of minutes now and air traffic control has gone very, very quiet. Let me just go back to tower. Yeah, okay. There's nothing coming in. Let me just start.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
There you go. I move on to the runway. It's giving me clear for takeoff.
Are off.
A bit weird.
Engine mode selector.
Acknowledge that.
Check normal.
There's a bit of a traffic jam there.
TA and RA till above.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Lighting cables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
Okay. Set takeoff thrusts.
Okay, let's go. Take off.
FMA check.
It's a Britannia aircraft. Wow, they're showing their age.
Power set.
Here we go.
Checked.
Rotate.
Ladies and
Gear up.
gentlemen,
Gear up.
please keep your seatbelts fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
Right, wait till we climb over 1,000 and we'll stick the autopilot on.
Gears up. Lights off.
Right, switching on autopilot.
Autopilot is on.
Right, we'll set this back into climb thrust.
Climb thrust.
There we go. And the beauty is this plane almost flies itself. Okay, it's asking us to go to 120. Let's acknowledge that. So let's turn 120. And then this is our navigation path. So when we get a little bit away from the airport, we'll then switch over.
After takeoff checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Check
They
normal.
clearly just don't want us flying back over the
Disarmed.
airfield, which makes sense.
Check
But they said
retracted.
turn right, heading
Gear up.
120,
Lights off.
proceed on course.
Exterior lights.
Climb and maintain
Set off.
5,000. So
Both on.
Anti-lights.
Are off.
turn right,
Check.
205.
1019.
Acknowledge that.
1019.
Let me know if you prefer to see the instructions from air traffic control on screen, because I'm more than happy to put that on screen if that's easier. Just give us a command to go to heading 205, which means we're just basically doing a long turn around the airport so we don't get in the way of the traffic. Okay, they've just told us to climb and maintain 17,000. Whoops, go the right way. There we go, 17,000, sweet. Manchester is over there.
Barrel reference set. Cross check.
It's a very hazy morning here in Manchester. And what we'll do now, we'll come across here, when we intercept our path, we'll then resume own navigation. And we'll oops, hang on, let's get this right, and then we'll head along our course, which is good. So we're coming up to 9,000 now. Contact Manchester Centre, okay.
Lights off.
Turn left, heading 175, resume own navigation. Grand, so we're just intercepting that line. I'm just going to switch that off. The dot means that the autopilot's going to take over. And now we're going to turn to 175-ish and do our go back on our flight plan. And there is England below us. So is that Manchester, or is that, I guess that is, or have we actually flown? We've been flying for about 5 minutes, so that's probably not, that's probably some other urban sprawl. Haven't quite got my bearing. What I could probably do is cheat. The good thing about the virtual airlines, you have like a little piece of software which you set going as you're sitting on the runway or sitting at the airport, and it tracks your flight, very similar to anything if you've done Project Fly or if you've flown for any other virtual airline, or use something like air passengers or one of those kind of things, air trader. They track your flight in FSX and get everything, all the details there. So it's very similar, and the good thing about that, they can then put that onto the Fly UK Sky Track live map, and then you can track your progress. So at the moment I can see I'm flying from Manchester to Alicante. I've got 1% completed so far, which is about right. So if I zoom in, I know you can't see this, but yeah, that's literally it was Manchester Stockport. And if we look out our right window, over there is the Peak District, which is a national park in the UK, which is lovely. Oh, it's a real hazy day. So this little blue bar on our flight plan, this indicates when we'll reach the top of our climb. So that's when we hit cruise level. Now, further along, we won't be able to scroll out far enough. But further along, you'll see one on this side, which is white, go like that blue icon there, and that indicates where we start our descent. I'm sure you probably already knew that, but okay, we've got 700 climb rate at the moment, nice and gentle. Technically I'm only a Class D first officer, so I should be sitting in this seat, but yep, I'm flying today. Look out above the clouds, beautiful. So this is almost 35,000 feet. This is higher than we've flown on our other videos we've recorded. So everyone just looks like ants, although we can't actually see them. There you can see Portsmouth and Southampton, Isle of Wight over there. $34,000, almost there. Right, so we're about to start our cruise, which will be lovely. What's really cool is we've got things like this. We've got a sun visor there. I love that. And you know when you hit cruise level, because they'll get their dinner trays out. Oh, they love it. Their tray tables. Okay, we're almost there. Top of the climb. Click, 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 click. There we go. Seatbelt lights just come off. Got a tray table out. Tray tables out. Right, we're going to get our dinner. Hopefully it'll be something nice and a cup of coffee. It's definitely going to get a cup of coffee. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for putting up with this, and we'll have some music and a little bit of the cruise, and I'll see you back for descent and landing. So I'll see you in a little while. Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, we're just coming through a cloud as we emerge from the murkiness of the cloud. Yeah, it's really cloudy over Spain and really murky. If you have a quick look down here, you can see this little white line I was talking about. So that is where we're going to be starting our descent. And that's just us coming at this. That's 10 miles. That's 20 miles. Is that right? Yeah, 40, 60, etc. So when we're coming up to that, we'll start our descent preparation, and we'll get the descent prep checklist underway, and then we'll be waiting for air traffic to give us the okay to begin our descent. It's been quite a hairy flight over France. Well, I say hairy. We've had a couple of traffic warnings with aircraft passing 2,000 feet above us. Quite, that's quite close. Even, ooh, some thunderstorms. There's been thunderstorms all the way down France and Spain today, so yeah, it must be all this hot weather's causing thunderstorms. Not unsurprisingly. Okay, apart from that, it's been a relatively pleasant flight. All refreshed from my cup of coffee and my meal. I actually went for a banana for breakfast because I'm recording this in the morning, so yeah, coffee and a banana. Not quite the breakfast of champions, but it'll do. It'll do. So in, what's that, 3 miles we'll be beginning hopefully our descent checklist, and then in about 35 miles we'll be taking a left-hand turn. See the flashes of the lightning all the way up here. Joy, it seems to be a lot of thunderstorms around at the moment.
Descent preparation checklist.
There we go.
Seatbelt signs.
Is on.
Anti-ice.
Are off.
Landing information.
Received.
Altimeter.
Standard.
DHMDA.
Set.
Checklist complete.
I don't know why she said that into a coffee cup, but so initiate descent. We are ready for descent. We just need to get confirmation. We're not quite there yet. And knowing the air traffic control system in this game, it'll probably give us it as we're making this turn. It's never on the ball, as it were. But we've done the checklist now. Oh, a bit of turbulence. You can hear the rumble of the thunder if you're quiet. Flight time so far has been 2 hours 17 minutes. So we should be hopefully coming into Alicante in the next 10-15 minutes. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully we don't get... The weather doesn't look particularly good, as you can see. So yeah, this is using Active Sky Next, so this should be real-time weather. So this should actually be happening. It should be a little bit grey north of Alicante. There we go. Descend and maintain 23,000. Let's acknowledge that.
Initiating descent.
There we go.
Check.
Radar tilt.
Okay, so it's going to be about another 5-10 minutes before we start to descend. Although it's quite exciting going through the clouds. We'll do a little bit of descending, and then you'll join me back as we're coming into final, because it's quite a long flight. I've got a lot of recording, and I'm going to do a lot of editing, so I don't want it to, you all get sore bums by sitting still and watching this for too long. So I'll probably edit a lot of this down. Here we go. In for landing. Stand by your beds.
400.
me just get ready to take the autopilot off.
200 minimum.
Autopilot off.
Landing.
That freaks out.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, retard.
Retard means take the throttles off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. For your safety and comfort, we ask you to please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board, and please use caution when opening the overhead bin. Heavy articles may have shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you on board again soon.
There we go. Successful landing! Huzzah! Exit runway when able. Okay, we've got a nice taxiway here.
APU on.
After landing checklist.
Exterior lights.
Checked.
Ground spoilers.
Set off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Flaps.
Checked retracted.
T-class.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Brake fans are on.
Contact ground on
Is on.
121.7. Acknowledge. Let me just go on acknowledge ground. Let me just park here for a second and see if GSX, can we have gates please? We'll have occupy medium. Yep, lucky 13. Sounds good. Request a follow me car, yes please. Okay, so keep an eye out for a... There he comes. Blatting down the runway. Or the taxiway. Great! So while that's there, we can probably go and meet him. Yes, welcome to Alicante, everyone. Three hours, 23 minutes, slightly longer than anticipated, but we did have to do a few diversions due to bad weather and such. And we were a bit late getting away, weren't we? So, yeah. Not great, but we're here safely, which is the main thing. But the good thing is, our slight delays have meant that the weather's improved. Yeah. You should be getting off in a nice, warm climate. You can still hear the rumble of thunder. So that's been our first flight on screen with the Airbus A320. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it was certainly safe and relatively okay. And it will certainly clock another few hours for my virtual airline. So I'll be on the salary again this month. Fantastic. I say that you don't actually get any benefits, i.e. pay from it. It's just to give you, it's just to add a little bit more to FSX or flight simulators in general. You know, it's just one of those things to give you a reason to fly, It gives you a schedule, it gives you, you know, what you're going to do, fuel loads and flight levels and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just kind of simulates working for an airline, and it gives you a purpose to actually flying rather than just randomly flying. Because this does of course accrue flying hours and experience in my pilot profile on the virtual airline, which will go towards me levelling up. It's my Class D captaincy is what I'm currently working towards. Okay, so we are going down this line, I take it? This line. Always use the lines for your front wheels. Oh, we've got a jetway. The FSX guy doesn't like me. Push a little countdown. Parking brake on. Cut engines. Wrong one.
Parking checklist.
Parking brake and chocks.
Chocks set.
We were parked a bit
Parking
askew
brake
apparently.
released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Seatbelt signs.
Set off.
Beacon lights.
Get the old jetway coming over.
Set off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Anti-ice.
Are off.
Fuel pumps.
Set off.
Checklist complete.
Right, perfect. So let's just hop over here. We're going to ask for deboarding. Ground services, we're going to put external power on. Waiting for your action. Open the front cargo door. Okie dokie. So, front cargo door. And we want front left. Perfect. So there we are. It's all kicking off now. We've been deboarded. And they're going to start. Oh, they also want the rear one. Okay, fine. So as all the crew say goodbye. The crew say goodbye. As all the passengers say goodbye. So there we are. A successful flight from Manchester, England to Alicante in Spain. So yeah, good flight with all these passengers now starting their holidays. Obviously it's been a bit thundery in this area, so hopefully the weather will have improved them, but yeah, unloading now. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Thoughts and comments please leave in the section below. As I say, I am going to do some more probably with the Airbus 320 so I get a bit better on that. Oh, look at this, drove straight into the back of the luggage handler. Brilliant, awesome. So yeah, while action is happening, I'll leave you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hit a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and be sure to join in next time. Like and subscribe. Follow me on social media and all that jazz will be fantastic. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in FSX.